What is up, you guys? So this week, Mazda has sent me the brand new 2019 MX-5 Miata RF to keep in my possession for one entire week. So I get to live with this new Miata and see what it's actually like to have the fastest Miata ever produced for an entire week. Now, before I begin, just want to mention a few things. If you click the card up in the top right-hand corner, that is going to be a lot more of a detailed review. That was when I flew out to California to drive this for the very first time. So it's going to be all the information you've ever wanted to know about the soft top and this RF version. So this is really going to be more about my experience with the car for a week. And of course, I will go over the details of this specific car. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I have new content every single week. Be sure to give this a thumbs up as well if you guys enjoy the content. All right, you guys, so let's talk a little bit more about this car in specific. So 2019 MX-5 Miata RF, RF meaning retractable fastback. Now this color is snowflake white pearl. It is one of the best whites I've seen, and they're not kidding when they say pearl. It's got so much pearl effect in this paint coat. I'll just give you guys a little bit right here. But it is crazy. Check up here even. There's so much flake to it. It's pretty crazy. But yeah. So this car is the GTS package, to be specific. Now GTS is new for 2019. So basically what that's going to be is your GT Miata. So the most comfortable Miata with all of the goodies from the club. So you're going to have the Bilstein shock absorbers, you're going to have the limited slip diff, you're going to have your strut tower brace underneath the hood, and it's just a lot of good stuff. Slightly different, slightly tuned suspension for a more sporty setup with the GTS package. And you even have the Napa Auburn leather in here, which was previously only available on the launch edition of the RF when it first came out in 2017. So you do have that. You've got your Bose sound system in the speaker and the headrest, sorry. Got it all through the doors. And the interior of this thing looks super nice. Yeah, very small cabin. You do have storage space located right behind here. So you have a pocket there and you have a pocket over on the driver's side that you can put things on. You have this little plastic plexiglass windscreen right there. So if you guys can see this, there we go. You have this opening right through here. Third brake light is gonna be right up there. Yeah, it's a really good looking vehicle. I mean, you guys have seen all my reviews over the Miata, so nothing much has changed. It's still an incredible car, but obviously with the newfound 181 horsepower, it's just that much better. And having this for a week, you can really tell a difference, especially when you're on the highway. That's where it's really been useful, having that extra horsepower, is when I'm on the highway and I'm trying to pass. It comes in handy big time. 17-inch wheels on here with Bridgestone tires. Not very big or not very wide, if you guys can see that. Let's see what we're working with back here. I believe you're going to have 205 45s back here. So very small, but the good news is you can get this thing sideways pretty quickly. Now, one other thing to note, this does only run off of premium fuel. So it does say premium recommended, but of course, it's a free country, I guess. You can do whatever you want. Back of the car also looks really nice. I love the cutouts. Got your twin exhausts right here in the back. I'll let you guys take a listen to that. And your reverse lamps are going to be right there. Backup camera. Well guys, that's gonna be enough talking for right now. Let's go ahead and get this thing on the road. All right, so to give you guys some scale, here's what the Miata looks like next to my other press vehicle, which is the BMW X4. Check out that size difference. Here's me next to it. But yeah, I'm 6 feet tall, and the front of this Miata comes like below my kneecaps. Check this out. Here's my kneecaps. Here's the bumper on the Miata. That's how low this thing is. It's pretty crazy. And obviously with the BMW, it's a lot bigger. So here's me next to the BMW. So yeah, it's pretty small. So I will say if you're above 6 feet tall, you're gonna have a little bit of a hard time fitting inside that thing. All right, so under the hood for 2019, you have a slightly revised engine. You have the 2-liter SkyActiv engine, so it's gonna have direct injection. It's gonna have the 13:1 compression ratio. This one has an upgraded option, which is going to be the red MX-5 oil cap. I kind of like it, add some color to the engine bay. It's a really nice looking engine bay. I like how it says SkyActiv right there, but you have that little cover and then that's it. You can see everything else in the engine. Really nice. Now it is front mid-engine, so obviously you're going to have your front axle running literally like right there. And so about 95% of the engine, like 98% of the engine is going to be behind the front wheels, therefore making it a front mid-engine setup. So new for 2019, you have more horsepower, 181 horsepower, but you still have the same 150 pound-feet of torque. And yeah, it's a very, very peppy engine, especially for a car weighing about 2,300 pounds, somewhere in that ballpark. One of the lightest vehicles on the road. So 181 horsepower is not something to scoff at, especially when you're not pushing around a ton of weight. Now here are the fuel economy figures for the Miata. But yeah, there you go. So for those of you that wanted to know more about engine specs, there you have it. Let's go ahead and get back to driving. All right, everyone, so the best part I have to say about driving the Miata is anytime you go through a tunnel, it's always an awesome experience, just like the one we have right here. So here's the best part about the Miata. So let's say you're super OCD and you're bad at parking, like I am, and you need to move the Miata forward a little bit. So instead of turning it on, all you gotta do is take off the parking brake. And that's it. So cool, bro. All right, here's the worst part about the cup holder. So I've got a pretty large cup, Chick-fil-A, fits in there, no issue. That's not the problem. The problem is when you're using this. Now I've heard people complain about their arm hitting it when they're shifting. That's not the case. I'm 6 feet tall and I have long arms, and there's plenty of room between me and the cup. Even if I were to shift backwards, I'm still not even super close. I mean, this part of me is close, but that's because I'm like leaning my arm. If I was shifting normally, I'm like nowhere near this. The problem comes in whenever you're using this. So whenever I put my arm here, I have to move my arm backwards, and then that is when I hit the drink As you can see, I'm up against the drink while doing this, and my arm still has a bend in it. So I can't even straighten my arm out. If I were to straighten my arm out, it would be like way back here. It's pretty annoying. So that is where the issue comes in with the cup holders. Other than that, just shifting and doing your normal everyday stuff, these actually don't get in the way. The other inconvenient part is storage. So if you want to get anything out of here, obviously I can't because this cup's in the way. So then I got to get my drink, move it over, lift this out, put this over here, click it in, then put that there. So that's fine because I have no one sitting here. If I had someone sitting here, we stopped somewhere, got some drinks, put it in there, and I needed to get something out, you can just forget about it. This person would have to hold the drink in their hand. I would have to unclip this, have them hold it for a second, get what I needed to get out, and then click it back in, and then go through the process of putting that back in. And yeah, it's just super frustrating. So the cup holders are probably one of the worst parts about the Miata. All right, so let's go ahead and pop the trunk on this thing. All right, so not a lot of storage space. Got my jacket, the Monroney, and a GoPro in there, and that takes up about a third of the room. But since I have the Monroney here, I'll show you guys the sticker price on this tester, which is $35,905. So as you can see, it starts off $33,000. The options I have on here are the stainless steel trim plates, have the interior package, which is the alloy pedals, the red engine cap, we already went over the door sills. What else do we have on here? The white pearl and auburn Napa charge, which is $500, and then the GTS package, which is $750. Actually, not a lot for the GTS package. I'd say it's worth it to get that. But yeah, trunk space is minimal. One thing I forgot to mention is the auto dimming mirrors. You have it on the left side and in the middle, but you don't have it on the right side. Kind of strange. All right, everyone, so in this part of the video, I'm just gonna drive. I'm not gonna talk a lot. I'm just going to drive. So I have the top down right now, just to show you guys how incredible it is to drive this RF Miata with the top down. So I'm gonna do a little bit with the top down. It may be a little windy, so I do apologize. I have the windows up to try to mitigate a lot of that wind noise as best as I can. Then I'm gonna put the top up, and we're gonna do some more. I'm gonna do some acceleration runs. It's gonna be a good time. Let's get started. This is a Miata kind of day, for sure. All right, so it's obviously a little windy, so let's go ahead and put the top up. Already a lot quieter. So I have traction control off. I'm just gonna see how quick I can hit 60 in this thing. I'm not gonna do multiple tries. This is just my first attempt. So let's go ahead and see what I can do. $60. Not bad, not bad at all. I mean, this thing is awesome. That's the best thing about this new Miata. This has such a light flywheel. The shifting on here is so effortless, it's insane. So right now, 4th gear, downshifts are so easy. Upshifts, you can shift super fast because it doesn't have any rev hang whatsoever. It is seriously the best. So if I was hitting my hard brakes, downshift, brake some more, go in a second. And that new higher red line, so now red line's at about 73 to 7,500 RPMs. It makes such a big difference in the experience with this car. You can rev it out and hold on to the rev so much longer. It's just a very, very satisfying experience. One of the best shifter and clutch combinations I've ever used in any car, period. Oh. Wow. All right, so we're here at a gas station. Pretty much done driving the car around. I only have it for about 2 to 3 more days. So only put about $6 in there because I didn't want to fill the tank. That gave me about 3 gallons. Gas was $2.03. That's the perks of living here in Texas. Let's see how much range that gave me. That gave me 105 miles of range. That is pretty insane. That's almost half a tank on $6. That is just crazy. Well, everyone, to end the video, since it is holiday season, it's just such a beautiful night tonight. Hands down, the best part about living with the Miata for this week has been driving this car at night. I love nighttime driving and just having the top down, feeling a nice cool breeze. It's just a really good experience. First of all, the lights on here look very good. You guys have seen this generation Miata many times already, so you've probably already seen a lot of this, but I do still love the tail lights. I think they look great. When this car first came out, I wasn't really a huge fan, but they've really grown on me. Very Jaguar-like. I just think it looks very exotic. Definitely my favorite part of the car. Even this paint coat is great. You can even still see the flake at night. It has so much pearl effect in this white paint color. It is just insane. Definitely love driving this thing. I'll give you guys a look at the cabin at night. Really nice. Get a little bit closer here for you. Well, everyone, that is going to wrap up this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that me having this vehicle for a week really gave you guys a perspective of what it's like to own this vehicle. If you're considering an MX-5 Miata RF or even a soft top, I say go for it. If you have the money, it is one of the best sports cars that you can get at any price range. I have to say it's one of the most engaging vehicles on the road today. And it is just an absolute blast. And this RF version definitely gets a lot of looks, top up and top down. And personally, I like the RF a little bit more just because of the fact you have a little less road noise when you have the top up. But yeah, guys, if you're watching this on Thanksgiving Day, I just want to say have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the rest of your holidays. I'll be uploading again next week, so I look forward to seeing you guys then. Be sure to subscribe if you guys have not already subscribed to my channel, and be sure to give this video a like if you guys enjoyed it. But thank y'all for watching, and y'all take care.